Good day. Today we are going to present to you our main findings on the continuing professional development. As an English teachers, our beliefs and practices revolve around creating an inclusive and interactive learning environment where students feel motivated, supported, and engaged in their language learning journey. Here are some key strengths which we have identified in our teacher's career. It consists of clear communication, student-centered approach, and multimodal instruction. If we talk about our weaknesses, my main weakness is limited assessment variety. Assessing students is a critical aspect of teaching, and I recognize that my current approach lacks variety. Relying primarily on traditional assessment methods such as quizzes and exams may not fully capture students' language proficiency or provide a comprehensive understanding of their progress. This limitation can have both positive and negative effects on learners. On the next slide, I would like to start with positive effects. First of all, traditional assessments are widely used and familiar to students, which can create a sense of comfort and predictability. What's more, quizzes and exams can effectively measure students' understanding of specific content knowledge and grammar rules. Traditional assessments are relatively quick to administer and grade, which allows for timely feedback and progress tracking. Okay, if we talk about negative effects, traditional assessments often focus on discrete language skills such as grammar and vocabulary, while neglecting other essential aspects like speaking, listening, and writing skills. What's more, overemphasis on high-stakes exams may create a performance-driven environment that discourages risk-taking and creative language use. The next my step was creating plan for my self-development. First of all, I believe that engaging yourself in professional development activities such as attending workshops, webinars, or conferences focused on assessment strategies and best practices will help me to achieve my goal much more effective. I will definitely pass a course engaging and assessing students with Plickers on Coursera. Then I'm going to explore digital assessment platforms like Dictera, Mentimeter, Socrative that allow for interactive and multimedia assessments. Using online platforms that provide instant feedback, automated grading, and data analysis to save time and enhance assessment efficiency. I will introduce peer and self-assessment tools such as checklists, rating scales, and feedback forms to promote student engagement, reflection, and collaboration in the assessment process. Then following professional organizations, educational blogs, and journals to access available resources and stay informed about advancement in assessment practices also will be useful for me. That's why my next step will be joining to the NALDIC for development in the curriculum. It is a national association, and I found them in Facebook. By using this action plan, I can enhance my assessing skills as a teacher and provide more effective and meaningful assessments that will support students' language learning and growth.
Another problem that is common for at least two of us is language proficiency, and we all know well that this is about our English language level. And I also feel sometimes like I have this lack of English language knowledge, because when my students ask me to explain some terms and complicated words, I struggle to do that, honestly, because my level is not that high to be able to do that. So I guess that's a great area for improvement, and here we have some benefits that high levels may give us and to our students as well. First of all, high levels help us to convey our thoughts, instructions, explanations better in more clear way, so our students will get them and understand them well. Then to give our students only high quality knowledge. Of course, when we have high levels, we can do that easily. Then to inform about modern English language particularities. That's so important, because language changes over time, and it changes every day, every year, and like even now it is happening. And the last but not the least benefit is that high levels help us to cover our students' cultural needs as well as language ones. To improve this area, we created a simple 5-step action plan. And the first step you do is find out your initial English language. We can take a free online test or take some paid test, for example, IELTS, FC, and so on. Another step is to decide what way of learning we prefer. Online, offline, in individual mode, maybe we prefer working in groups or in pairs, and so on. Another step is looking for available courses if we prefer online in our hometown, or online courses if we are satisfied with this mode of working. Then we have to create a comfortable schedule that will help us to concentrate on our main task and not to forget about any events, lessons, classes, and so on. And of course, the fifth step and the last step is starting our language journey. To simplify the task, we already found some resources and we concentrated on free and online ones to make them affordable and available for everyone. The first QR code leads to the Telegram chat of English teachers community of Ukraine, and I saw many cases when teachers managed to find some peers and groups for learning English together. QR code number 2 leads to the website Coursera and to free course English for Professional Development. QR code number 3 leads to the school Green Forest in Telegram, where you can join a free speaking clubs on different topics and for all levels. And the last but not the least advice from us is downloading some apps for language exchange, because talking to native speakers is the best way of your language improvement.
As for me, I like to speak about the time crunch dilemma. As a young teacher immersed in the world of teaching, I am faced with an ongoing challenge that threatens to hinder my teaching in the future. It's time management. So why it is important in professional conduct for teachers? The first thing is unsurprisingly effective management. Effective management allows teachers to prioritize tasks, allocate time efficiently, and stay organized, leading to increased productivity. The next thing is teacher-students relationships. Effective management techniques help build strong relationships between teachers and students, and this connection can increase student engagement and achievement, which will also reduce wasted time in the future. The last thing is professional development. Good management skills contribute to a teacher's professional growth and overall effectiveness in the classroom. It provides access to new time management tools and techniques. The next thing I'd like to speak about is options for solving the time problem. One effective approach to tackle the time management dilemma is by prioritizing tasks and organizing them systematically. Implementing strategies such as creating to-do lists, setting deadlines, and utilizing productivity tools can help prevent tasks from piling up. The next option is to establish boundaries and delegate. These options can elevate the burden of time constraints. Collaborating with colleagues, sharing resources, and leveraging each other's strengths fosters a supportive environment and promotes efficiently in managing workload. The third option is to embrace technology and innovation. Integrating technology into teaching workflows can streamline processes, enhance productivity, and create more time for meaningful engagement with students. Well, now is a good time to tell you about resources to help solve this problem. You can see app names and QR codes at the screen, which will help teachers manage time correctly. First of all, let me introduce Google Calendar. Young teachers can use Google Calendar to create lesson schedules and other activities. They can set up times to prepare for lessons, teach classes, create students' work, and other responsibilities so they don't miss important deadlines. The next app is Trello, a versatile project management tool for organizing tasks and collaborating with colleagues. For example, for a young teacher, Trello can be used to create a board with section lesson planning, assessment of work, extracurricular activities, and so on. In each section, corresponding list of tasks can be created, like in progress, awaiting inspection, completed, And the last app I like to introduce is Forest. So how does it work? The user selects a period of time during which they want to stay focused. After that, the app creates a tree and starts counting down. During the work session, the user must stay in the first app and don't use other devices. If the user leaves the app, the tree begins to fade. If the user successfully completes the work session, the tree grows, adding to their forest. In conclusion, overcoming the challenges of teaching English requires a multifaceted approach that includes time management, assessment strategies, and language proficiency. By proactively addressing these challenges, educators can create a more inclusive and effective learning environment that allows students to reach their full linguistic potential.